And then she literally starts massaging it in. Well, hers wasn't this full coverage. Oh God, I look like that one viral baby that covered himself in peanut butter. Hello guys, it's me, Nikki. Hi. Before I start today's video, I want to make sure that all of you are safe, that all of you are okay. I hope you're staying inside. I always want my videos to be like a little escape from the real world. That's why I started my channel. When I started my channel, it felt like I could escape the world and enter my free world and do whatever I like and not think about what was happening outside. So I hope by me uploading my videos that kind of distracts you from everything that's happening. In the past, I have recreated my very first makeup tutorial I ever posted here on YouTube, and it was quite a change. First of all, girl, that angle. But for every single makeup lover out there, there's that first iconic, vital moment that made you go, what? And just thinking about the fact that I am that person to some of you who may be watching today, I also have that person here on YouTube. I've spoke about her before. I'm speaking of Sandy Gold.
Do you ever feel as though you don't have time in the morning to put on makeup? Well, that's a common complaint I get from a lot of my clients. So today, I'm going to show you my basic flawless face technique.
Sandy Gold was my number one. She really opened my eyes and made me fall in love with makeup. So we all have Sandy to thank for me, pretty much. So in today's video, I am following one of Sandy Gold's makeup tutorials, one of the videos that made me fall in love with makeup. Okay, so if you don't know how I got started here on YouTube, I highly recommend you watching my video where I talk about recreating my first video I ever uploaded. I had the flu and I was in bed watching The Hills all weekend long. I was 14, super insecure, and I just never felt beautiful. And then I saw Lauren Conrad and Heidi and Adrina, and they all had this beautiful sort of like liner going on, and I was obsessed, and I was like, I want to look like that. So I went onto YouTube and I found Sandy Gold, and Sandy did a video where she literally got out of bed and did wake up and makeup and showed you how to do a Lauren Conrad eyeliner. Sandy Gold. All right, let's see. Stop. It got removed? Are you kidding me? No! The Lauren Conrad one was the first video I've ever followed. But you know, 3 minutes after, I went down her channel and watched every single video. Oh my God, and I remember this one so well. Okay, Sandy's 10-minute flawless face. Here we go.
Do you ever feel as though you don't have time in the morning to put on makeup? Well, that's a common complaint I get from a lot of my clients. So today, I'm gonna show you my basic flawless face technique, and it only takes 10.
Oh, okay, so that's probably the reason why her Lauren Conrad video is not up anymore, because back in the day, we used to use all the music we could. So right now I hear some Justin Timberlake. Just hearing Sandy's voice and bringing it back to all those years ago now is absolute insanity to me.
There's 4 easy steps to my basic flawless face.
4 steps.
1 is face, 2 is cheeks, 3 is eyes, 4 is lips.
Oh, sweetie, she needs to not have Justin Timberlake blasting in the backdrop like that. Oh my God. There might be some parts where I have to explain what Sandy is saying, because Justin Timberlake in the back is really coming through. So Sandy is talking about mixing her moisturizer with her foundation for a nice moisturizing base that is not too full coverage. This is so not me. She also applies it with her fingers. For foundation today, I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Darling Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I'm gonna go in with the color 3 and mix it with my moisturizer. And then she literally starts massaging it in. Well, hers wasn't this full coverage. Oh God, I look like that one viral baby that covered himself in peanut butter. I am dead. Oh my God, this brings me back to high school. I mean, you know what? I am not mad at this. By mixing the foundation with the moisturizer, it kind of dials down the coverage a tiny bit, But I'm sorry. The Airbrush Flawless Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury can cover a town in beige. I always feel like we're so scared to get our hands dirty. Now, oh, wrong timing. We shouldn't be talking about getting our hands dirty in this time, but you know what I'm saying, okay? You know where I'm coming from. Wash your hands. She also applied her concealer using her fingers. So for concealer today, I'm using the Hourglass Vanish Concealer in the color Cotton. And she just applied a teensy little portion to her under eye. With the ring finger, we're gonna tap this in. Now, how I was just preaching about getting in there with your hands while doing foundation, I hate doing concealer with my fingers. It just never looks right on me. I never like the look of it. Like, I never get it. But anyways, Sandy is the queen today, okay? She's making up the rules. If she's blending it in with fingers, we're blending it with fingers. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands. You should do too. Pause this video and wash your hands.
Next is your eye base.
Oh, already? So I'm gonna opt for the Fenty Beauty Eye Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer. All right, now this is an interesting portion right here because from eye base, she moves straight into cheeks. She goes straight into bronzer. So I guess we're gonna bronze right now, shall we? So I'm taking the Maybelline City Bronzer bronzer in 100, and she uses a bit of a bigger brush. I like using this brush because it gives me a lot of control of where I place my bronzer, and I can really sculpt with it too. So I'm just go ham with bronzer. Weirdly enough, just applying that foundation and concealer with the fingers and blending it in so smoothly, it just looks traceless. It looks seamless. All right, so I'm definitely bronzed. Her next step is blush. Again, I'm speaking for her, Justin. And she uses quite a neutral toned blush. And one I've been really loving is by Jouer. They recently came out with new ones. This one, look at that. That is a neutral everyday dream. The Darling Blush Duo in Embrace Me and Love Me. So I'm just gonna take the two, mix them together, and use that as my blush. And she said, smile, find those apples, pop it on, blush it back. That is a very traditional, classic way of applying your blush. Now, if you want to sculpt more or snatch the face a little bit more, I would suggest placing the bronzer from the side, swooping inwards. But for the more traditional, like cutesy everyday feel, you want to smile, go on the apple, and pull it back.
Next, we're gonna move to the eyes.
An eyeliner pencil. She pulls her lid up and then this is tight lining. Tight lining is putting an eyeliner pencil on that inner rim up there, all the way in there. Oh, shadow, oh my God, there's shadow. Okay, she's taking a bronzy, brownie matte shade. That's going in the crease. Also on the outer corner. It's like an outer V into the crease situation. And now she's curling lashes. Okay, I'm gonna find an eyeliner to tight line. I'm gonna use the ColourPop Cream Gel. These are the best liners out there. These stay on like a rock. They're super pigmented. I'm using the black. It's called Swerve. Okay, so Sandy is saying that if you tight line, it's gonna make your lashes look fuller and longer. Oh, it almost like, okay, so it adds a little bit of shadow, like at the root of the lash, and it kind of makes, well, it makes my eyes look smaller, as you can see, but it also makes your eyes pierce a little bit more, like it's like, hi. Okay, now I'm taking a matte dark brown shadow, and she literally just kind of flopped that brush in the crease and a little bit onto the outer corner. She literally just popped it into the crease mainly, and then she kind of swooped down onto the outer portion of her lid. She also keeps it mainly on the outer portion here, so I'm really using that brush to blow that up, smoke it out, and make it soft but still defined. That's it. Honestly, that's it. I remember watching this video and she picked up this brown shadow and I was like, matte brown shadow, what is that? Right now, I'm like, oh my God, we're just doing a tiny bit on the outer corner and we're just doing a little bit of brown and that's it. But back then, this was like, oh my God, a whole new world. What was that moment for you? What was that first moment when it comes to makeup when you first started out? For me, it was Sandy Gold and the world of YouTube. All right, now she's curling lashes and applying mascara. A little trick if you're new here, warming up the middle part of your eyelash curlers is like creating your eyelash curler into a warm curling iron. So it's gonna lift those lashes and keep them up all day. Just to be safe, before you put it onto your actual eyelid, you have to test if it's not too hot before you burn your lid, and then we just squeeze and lift. Mascara. Oh God.
The last step is lip gloss.
No. Miss Gold, have you seen my brows? Yeah, me either. I don't mind putting a gloss on my lips right now and calling it a day, but this is a sad, sad situation. So I am gonna give myself a little bit of a brow. I'm not gonna do the full on, like the full gig, but I do want more than this because, you know, literally the tails of my eyebrows have gone picnicking and they've never returned. Okay, I gave myself the smallest bit of brow like pretty much ever. So her last and final step was a lip gloss. So I'm gonna just follow along. There's no lip liner, there's no overlining, there's nothing, just gloss. And I'm using one of my favorites, the Marc Jacobs Lip Lacquer in Sugar Sugar. And then she kind of rubbed it in. And that is what I look like following along the first makeup tutorial I've ever seen in my life. Well, technically the second, because the first one got deleted. This is not a bad look, okay? I can run out the door with this, do some grocery shopping, do a lot of, you know, do my daily life. I would personally feel a whole lot more comfortable with just a little bit of a lash on, but that's just because it's an addiction and I won't stop. For today's Dutch word of the day, thank you so much for commenting on the last one. For today's Dutch word of the day, as you grow experience when it comes to makeup. So the Dutch word of the day is for experience. Ervaring. Ervaring. This look right here was my first ervaring to makeup. As always, if you want to get featured in my next video, all you have to do is leave the Dutch word of the day down below in the comments, and who knows, you might see your face pop up in the next one. I want to thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. Stay safe out there, guys. I love you.